On track today at Hastings. Talk about Mia Ocassini, of course, the wife of George Simon, and her father Jim Mead has Mia Ocassini in the race. Good luck to him, and he was pretty keen on going to the tape too, I might add, Mike O'Sullivan.
Yeah, didn't the horse look well too? Mia Ocassini, big and strong. $13, $3.45, has been to the trials, hasn't raced since the spring, has been to the trials though and looked really well. I thought Mark Hill's aboard, and so did Tudor Town, a horse who the blinkers got clogged up last start at Awapudi, so a bit of an excuse there for Tudor Town, who has won before over 1,800 and 1,600 metres, and could be a chance here at long odds.
So they're all loaded away. Racing off to a good start at the 1600, getting back a bit. Tudor Town just after the start. Star Wars and Count Christo and Rimu all ease back as well. Real Vision, Mia Ocassini and Anson Bay, a line of three to the first corner, and Billy McGee's a little deeper on these. Sir Albert's posted just in behind the speed with Tudor Town, and Moore's Hall's off and around them on the outside. Lady Late midfield, one off the fence, then No Alimony around Star Wars. Rimu between runners, the inside Jason along, and at the 1200 metres Count Christo was the last one. Moore's Hall working, didn't get to the front. Anson Bay held the rail and the lead, and now Tudor Town's working around them three wide. 1,000 out. Real Vision, the run of the race. Then we have Billy McGee, and on the outside of that is Lady Elate. Sir Albert inside of Big Mia Ocassini, and a little deeper out is No Alimony. Behind them Jason along, Star Wars, wider to Rimu, and Count Christo is last. After the 800 metres as they turn down the side of the course, and Anson Bay from Tudor Town. Real Vision next inside of Moore's Hall, and Lady Elate is on the outside travelling fifth. Sir Albert next over on the inside of Billy McGee and No Alimony. Behind these runners, Star Wars looking to make a bit of ground. The inside, Mia Ocassini, Rimu with those, then Count Christo and Jason along as they come to the home corner, and Anson Bay's pinched a bit of a break on them as they turn. Anson Bay 2 lengths to Real Vision, Tudor Town. Moore's Hall on the outside is running on, and in behind them is Sir Albert. It's still Anson Bay. Moore's Hall is coming out and after them very strongly. Sir Albert and Real Vision back in behind these runners, and then Lady Elate. Anson Bay won't give in. Moore's Hall is a length away trying to close, and then Lady Elate flying, but Anson Bay will win. Anson Bay from Moore's Hall, wouldn't be sure third. Very, very close. Lady Elate or Sir Albert on the fence. No Alimony behind these runners. Then has been Tudor Town, Count Christo, and then we had Star Wars, Real Vision, Jason along, Rimu behind these, Mia Ocassini and Billy McGee.
Grant Searle trains Anson Bay, number 11, $23.80 for a win and $7 for a place. Number 8, Moore's Hall, $1.90. It's a photo finish for third. We'll stand by for that number. We'll leave it as 11, 8 and a photo for the moment. Race number 3 from New Zealand. And we've got the fourth coming up from Ellerslie in 11 minutes. This is a hurdle over 2,400. 340 for Esprit du Nord. His Worship 540, 3 Nessendorma 660, 4 Servue 10, 970 Bold Hero, Gold Line 31, and 8 Gum Digger is at $15. 22 for Harrah's Mate and Man of Glory 870 single-minded is at 10. It's the fourth New Zealand, yes, a hurdle today, coming up in about 11 minutes' time. So that gives us plenty of time to get into the recap of today's best bet. 100 metres, he's going quite well this campaign, Nessendorma, and there he is taking over as favourite, only just though ahead of Esprit du Nord at 380. His Worship number 2, a winner at Payaroa, going back 3 starts back over 2,900. He's at $6.60. Single-minded's at 7, Servue 740, and 6 Bold Hero is at $15. And that's the fourth at New Zealand. 4 Servue, there's late support for it. It's also been racing quite consistently. A winner 2 starts back at Matter, then runner-up in a hurdle last time out over a mile. This is a mile and a half, a hurdle at Ellerslie, and let's take you to the track and join Keith Hobb.
Here's Mate, and just note the name. It's raced by a syndicate of these tally-ho fellows here from the Pakuranga Hunt, and note the name Here's Mate, but apparently jumps okay, and Nathan Hanley has the ride, so interesting. Now got them all out here in front of us. All but set to go. Nessendorma about to come in, and Here's Mate the other. Man of Glory has the inside gate, Servue is set. Gum Digger's taken up its spot with Gold Line. Now Here's Mate is the last one to come up. 2,400 metres, they start up the chute. Hare's Mate is in. Hello, we've got one more. Have we? Gum Digger? No, there's nothing in that center stall. They're off and running now in the hurdles. And one of the first away towards the inside is Gum Digger. Gold Line goes with it as they approach the first. They come to it now, and there's Gum Digger out wide. Hare's Mate jumped it neatly. Gold Line had a life. On the inside next as they race down is then Man of Glory. Right behind them, Bold Hero. Second in the straight, Man of Glory. Hare's Mate leapt it nicely out wide, and between the two there, Gum Digger. Three back. Serve You the inside of Bold Hero. Nessun Dorma, your favourite, settles back and racing up wide, Esprit de Nord. Just behind it now is His Worship, then Nessun Dorma on the inside. About 4 or 5 back then is Gold Line, and then followed 4 back last of all is now Single Minded as they work out towards the 1600 metres. So up that rise and around the corner, and Gum Digger on the outside is just the leader from Man of Glory. 2 to Bold Hero the Grey. Hare's Mate tucked in on the inside. 2 back behind these then is Serve You, then followed Esprit de Nord, then His Worship, Nessun Dorma. 5 back Gold Line, and then Single Minded as they work into the back. The one by the 1400 metres coming up. And it's Man of Glory. About a half length now from over he goes. Then Gum Digger tipped it a bit. Then Hare's Mate neatly on the inside. Bold Hero the next one going forward. Esprit de Nord as they go to the next on the far side. His Worship between horses will Serve You. Over they go. Good jumping. 2 then to Nessun Dorma. He's 5 to 6 off the leaders. Then 5 to Single Minded and Gold Line. Up the rise they go, about 1,000 metres to go in the hurdle coming up. Man of Glory on its own, 2.5. Esprit de Nord works to second with Serve You. Over that one they go. Bold Hero next one. Hare's Mate hit that one. Nessun Dorma cruised up about 5th, and now followed on the inside His Worship as Hare's Mate gives in a bit from Gum Digger and Single Minded. Racing down to the fence by the 750, and the leader is Man of Glory. Serve You is right there. Over they go. Third over is Esprit de Nord, and Nessun Dorma on the outside, and then His Worship kicking up on the inside of it. 5 back then is Bold Hero, the others out of it. Around the turn they come, 600 metres to go, and now Man of Glory joined by Serve You and Esprit de Nord and Nessun Dorma on the outside. They swing in 4 of them. 3 back His Worship as they come into the straight. They've got 2 to go. Nessun Dorma looms up on the outside with Serve You between the 2. Esprit de Nord second last. They jumped it as 1. Nessun Dorma just in front heading to the last. Esprit de Nord a half away. Serve You a length back now. 1 to go. Nessun Dorma the favourite comes towards the last out. It strides over again from Esprit de Nord, fighting hard on the inside. They fought down now with 100 to go. Nessun Dorma holding Esprit de Nord going to the post. He's too good, the favourite. It won it. A Nessun Dorma first, Esprit de Nord second, Serve You was third, then His Worship followed home behind the Man of Glory. Long way to Single Minded. Here's Mate, then followed Bold Hero. Next behind them Gum Digger. Gold Line was the last one home. Too good, your favourite, has won it and won it nicely. So Nessun Dorma, $2.55, $1.30 on the tote, and he jumps really big ones. This last one, have a look at this when he comes to the same as it was at Counties. All but went without the rider. Coming towards it here on the inside is Esprit de Nord fighting gamely, and hello, they've jumped it. We're a mile out. Going to the post anyway. Nessun Dorma, too good, and Finbar Leahy. He's a nice man to have here too, and he's staying apparently, the Irishman. Esprit de Nord second, and third was Serve You.
Lucky last time out at Arawa Park. Just a couple to load for the third on the card. Premier Race Day, race number 3 on the card. Gary Phillips goes up to his stand, and Tony Lee, the race call.
So we're all but set, just awaiting these last 2 horses to load up. Now Star Carper goes up into the stall, so the second favourite, My Happiness, to go up to the inside gate. Goes forward now. Express Vehicle Rentals Premier, 1400 metres, set. There they go. They're off from the 1400 and getting back Promise Keeper, as 2 Cara's Escort and Mr. Kudos in the early part of the running. My Happiness of the inside has begun very quickly. Cilantro, Kia Kikama and Lockmara all there, and whipping up and around them Sandal Road and Taggart. Embezzlement behind these with Copious between runners. WB a length, Mr. Kudos. Ain't All Trumps next inside at the 1,000 metres of Little Sister to Corrie Cat. Promise Keeper is third from last. Star Carper second to last, and 2 Cara's Escort, and the the speed is hot. Turning down the side after the 800 metres. My Happiness from Sandal Road second, Cilantro third, and Lockmara fourth on the inside. Kia Kakama's tracking through on that runner, and then Taggart going forward as two. Copious WB. Mr. Kudos on Bezelman got wiped out at the 600. Little Sister behind these, Stark Harbour and Corrie Cat. Second to last is Source. Third to last Ain't All Trumps from Promise Keeper, who is back, and the last here as they turn as Cara's Escort. My Happiness is still in front as they go for home and got a couple of lengths on them from Sandal Road and Cilantro. Lockmara the inside. Taggart is starting to run home strongly, but My Happiness well clear. 200 metres to go. My Happiness about 5 lengths in front from we've got on the outside Mr. Kudos running on, and then Taggart and Lockmara, but what an easy win. My Happiness has blown them off the racecourse. Mr. Kudos second, I think Taggart third, in front of Lockmara. Corrie Cat behind these runners when they've hit the line. The next time then has been Copious and Bezelman unlucky. Further away Cilantro, Promise Keeper, Stark Harbour, Cara's Escort, WB Little Sister, all well back with Sandal Road, Kia Kakama and Ain't All Trumps. Doesn't get much easier. Number 10, superb win to the mare by Cup Start out of Most Happy Zam. Has given them a good old galloping lesson here. $562.35 under the urgings of Linda Valentine, who combines with the message in the big one at 2 minutes to 4 o'clock. Mr. Kudos getting up on the outside of Taggart, and on the inside is Lockmara, but it's a one-horse affair. Look.
Yeah, she can certainly gallop looking at that. My Happiness, number 10, $6.40 for the win. Number 9 will be second, Mr. Kudos. Number 2, Taggart, will be third. 10-9-2, race 5. Here's all the totes. My Happiness, Linda Valentine, $6.40 and $2.40. 9, Mr. Kudos, $7.90, and 2, Taggart, ridden by L. Mumby, $6.30 for a place. The Cornella, $60.50. The Exacta, $125.60, and the Trifecta, $1,471.20. 10-9-2, race number 5 at New Zealand. Up on the pace, and they just couldn't catch this mare in the run to the line. No need for the whip, down to the line very easily. Now we've got another race from me quickly, and Graphic at $3.90, Trackenfeld $4.20, $8.10 for Pardon or Payden, $6.50 Just a Frank, and Bar Zulus at $9.90. They're the only runners under double figure odds. 1 and 2 equal favourites. They were both runner-up at their most recent starts. Graphic ran second at Avondale, and Trackenfeld ran second last Saturday in a heavy track over 1,300 metres. Let's head to the track, New Zealand, race 6.
1,400 metres this occasion. So Bar Zulu standing nicely on the inside. Jenky's drawn out a little bit with Just a Frank. Graphics drawn handy enough as in goes Bluefin now. Glow Carp is about centre field. Racing Court just a little unsteady. These two on the move, but they settle now. Tendon goes up with the one gate to Bar Zulu, who's sitting back a bit. They're off though and caught them okay. Now racing to the lead, Trackenfeld, Prince Otwood, and on the outside Bluefin streaking around will lead them all. Graphic follows it out, then on the outside of these and going forward also is Racing Court. So as they settle now, the pacemaker is going to take over as Bluefin. From right there in second place now is Glow Carp. On the outside of it and racing up is now Tolstoy, is out 3 wide, a length and a half behind them. Graphic is the next one from, then followed Just a Frank, from then Prince Otwood between horses. On the inside, Trackenfeld got back a bit. From then on the outside of it, Payden, they're followed by Racing Court is next, then Eagle Do, then Jenky is the next one, and Bar Zulu is last. They race in 700 metres to go, and the pacemaker is Bluefin the inside, Glow Carp on the outside of it, then up wide Tolstoy, a length and a half, then is Graphic on the inside, going forward wide now is Just a Frank, Prince Otwood between horses. They followed Trackenfeld on the inside as they come round the turn, then Racing Court the next one from Jenky, and then followed Eagle Do. Into the straight they come and head for home. Bluefin tackled now by Glow Carp on the outside, 2.5 back, winding up now Just a Frank. Graphics only 2 or 3 back, then now running on Trackenfeld behind the leaders. 2.50 to go in the leader, Glow Carp. Now here's Trackenfeld coming 2 to 1 on the outside. Bluefin still whacking away on the inside. Out wider now is Graphic. They race in Trackenfeld in front, races away the last bit. Coming back at it, Bluefin, and out wide here is Payden, but Trackenfeld has won it. Glow Carp fought back for second. Bluefin was third, and out wider on the track there in that photo possibly was Payden. Prince Otwood was right behind the leaders, then followed behind these now as they went across the line. Tolstoy, next behind them, Graphic Eagle, Do and back. They're also racing Court, Just a Frank, and Jenky was one of the last home. So the winner, impressive too. Track and Feld has raced through to take it at $2.90 and $1.30. Glow Carp, I think, is the horse. By gee, fights back. This horse one off the rail. Here's Track and Feld. It's home, James. Bluefin's on the inside rail, and between the two is Glow Carp. Out wide, we've got a big run, Payden in the purple colours, and Graphics whacking away. Look at that Prince Otto in the white colours. Not a bad run. One for next time. But at the post, it's Track and Feld. Now, Glow Carp fights back to take that second. Bluefin third, and possibly in a photo with then Payden out wide.
Yeah, I think we'll be looking at 2.10.7. Payden's the horse right out wide. I think he's missed a place. I think the first three are over on the inside there. Track and Feld has definitely won it, ridden by M. Coleman. Possibly 2.10.7, 3/4. We'll check them in a moment. We have another race from New Zealand coming up in about 15 minutes' time. A three-year-old event over 1,200 metres, and Willie Capone. The Kiwis are talking about this horse as a definite Caulfield Guineas prospect. He's first up from a spell. He's won 3 out of 5 so far. Trained at New Plymouth. He ran second in a listed race at Te Rapa back in February at his most recent start. $2.40. He will start a short-priced favourite. If he's going to be a Caulfield Guineas horse, you'd expect him to be doing something at the end of this. 4 stay 20. 14 for Volpix, $11 for Arpani, 19 Lenny Lights and Albacora at $7.60. Ballina Kate, 8.10, Slavonic 5.90, and El Akbar is at $13. 3-year-olds in the 7th, coming up in about 14 minutes' time. And that Slavonic there, by the way, is not the same Slavonic that races here in Australia. The New Zealand Slavonic is a 3-year-old filly. Now, minor placings through on the previous event from New Zealand. Glow Carp did get second and Bluefin third. So as called, 2, 10 and 7 on the 6th. M. Coleman, the winning hoop. We'll have the full list of totes in a moment. We're about to head to Sandown, but just before we do that, let's recheck the Caulfield Guineas prospect. Well, let's see what he can do. Here is Tony Lee at Hastings.
At $5.95 has been one of the big movers along with Albacora. Let's go upstairs. Tony Lee's call on a special race coming up, we hope.
So the racecafe.co.nz Premier 1200 all but. As Ahapani goes up into the stalls. Jim Collett the rider, we're ready to go. Willie Capone at $1.45. Gary Phillips to the top of the stand, ready. Set. Just awaiting one or two of these to settle down. The attendant up near the middle of the line. The racing, Ahapani very slow, and Lenny Lights has got back as well. Willie Capone and Slavonic came out quickly from Balanicate. Ali Akbar and whipping up and around them. Volpix, 4 stay behind these. 3 lengths Albacora, 5 to Lenny Lights, and 3 lengths Ahapani's the last one. Volpix went around the outside and took up the running to Willie Capone. Slavonic is third, and Ali Akbar is 4th on the outside. The next is Balanicate to 4 stay. 2 lengths to Albacora. There's 5 lengths further away, Lenny Lights, and still 3. Oh, out went 4 stay down at the side there. So 4 stay went down there, and the rider not up as yet. So a bit of tragedy there as they work up towards the home corner. And here we've got Volpex. Willie Capone's going after it on the outside. Balanicate right behind them as they turn with Ali Akbar. Willie Capone goes to Volpex. In behind them, Balanicate and Ali Akbar. Willie Capone's popped the big question now, and he's just in front. Volpex won't lay down on the inside, and then we've got Balanicate trying to run at them the last little bit. It's Willie Capone. Volpex is coming again on the inside. Willie's just in front. Volpex is lunging. Whoa! I don't know. This is close. This is very close. Volpex, Willie Capone and Balanicate, and then Albacora, Ali Akbar, Slavonica, Hapani, and then Lenny Lights, and this riderless one, 4 stay, coming down past us now, and the rider up on his feet, and that is Darren Weatherly, which is good news. Boy, oh boy. Look out here, hold the phone, it's all on. This is very, very close. Await the judge's call. Willie Capone was going to win it by a head with a couple of strides to go, and Opie Bosson has really pressured Volpex, and the response was there. with Ballinicate closing on the outside as we watch the replay. Willie Capone in front, astride before the post. Volpix lunges, but I think Willie may just have done enough. This is very close. This is very, very close. Await the judge's call. How about this for a finish, Mike?
Which way do you go, Tony?
Yeah, I don't know. Looks as though Willie may have got there. Here's the call.
.co.nz Premier 3-year-old. The horses to weigh are 1 Willie Capone, 3 Volpix, 9 Ballinicate, 11 Elikabar, 8 Albacora and 10 Slavonic. 1, 3, 9, 11, 8, 10 with a time 1:11.52.
Gee, that horse of Graham Rogerson's has given him a real run for his money. Volpix over in the inside in the blue colours. Willie Capone has lasted, though, $1.60, $1.10. He's only just got in, but we don't know if he was fully wound up. 1.30 Volpix and Ballinicate $2. 1.39 race 7 New Zealand and Willie Capone. And the full list of totes in a moment. Little Bro for the next $4.30. Over Mars 12. 4 Starvacious 10, 5 Cherokee Engine $8.20, 10 for Crown Dancer, 7 Gourmet 9, 10 and 8 Super Duper at $7.20, 7 for Harlequin, Mohammed Stars at 13 and Miss Twigs at 13. For a Class 1 over 1,600 metres, and that one's coming from Ellerslie in about 10 minutes' time. Just standing by for the dividends on the previous 139. Now we're about to head to Crown Dancer 850, 970 Over Mars, and Gourmet's just moved outside of the top 6 as more money goes in. So in heavy rain they move up for race 8, and let's take you to Ellerslie and join Keith Hobb.
Crown Dancer and also Gourmet. Super Duper the inside stall. Over Mars stands up okay. Cherokee Engine in the black colours with the tartan band. So Gourmet and Harlequin the other one to come up. So all but set as Harlequin goes in. Centra Printing 1,600 metres. They look good, although an attendant just going up. With Harlequin, they're off and running. Perfect start. Over Mars, one of the first to break. Little Bros charged up and going with it. Harlequin in the early rush. Miss Twigs is there and Starvacious parked out a bit. And Crown Dancer's going with the leaders as well. They went by the 1,400 metres and the pace taken by Over Mars, Crown Dancer, and on the outside of the 2 Harlequin. Little Bros lying fourth, then Starvacious. They followed out Miss Twigs on the outside, then Cherokee Engine going forward. Then Super Duper is the next horse, then Mohammed Star, and Gourmet is last of all as they work up the rise. 1,000 and a bit to go, and the pacemaker Over Mars takes control, a length and a half clear. Second Crown Dancer, Harlequin on the outside, Starvacious the next one, then followed round by Little Bro. A length and a half behind these, Cherokee Engine from next on the outside is Mohammed Star, then followed Miss Twigs, got back with Super Duper, and Gourmet is still last of all. Racing down with 750 metres to go, and the leader Over Mars by 2. Gourmet works into second now, and on the outside Little Bro going forward for peak, a length back Crown Dancer giving ground, streaking round them on the outside Mohammed Star as they come towards the turn, followed by Super Duper. Around the corner, 550 to go, and the leader is Over Mars from Little Bro, hot after it now with Mohammed Star. The danger in third spot as they swing into the straight, and these 3 go clear. 300 metres to go, and Over Mars still in front. Little Bros trying hard after it now, and out wide, and Mohammed Star is down the straight. They haven't claimed Over Mars yet. It's still in front, out wide now. Mohammed Star slowly closing, and out on the extreme outside is Super Duper, but Over Mars in front, 100 metres to go. Trying hard, Little Bro and Mohammed Star. Over Mars in front, extremely wide here. Super Duper going to the post. Over Mars has won it. Second was Mohammed Star. This could be close. Third, extremely wide, Super Duper with Little Bro. Not much between those 2. Then Gourmet the next one, then followed by Starvacious. Miss Twigs was next, followed back behind these now was Cherokee Engine towards the rear, and one of the last home now is Harlequin, but no doubt the winner, and Over Mars has held on to win it, paying $7.90 and about $2.70.
10.40 here, $3 for a place over Mars, Mohammed Star 5.10, a photo for third between One Little Bro at 1.90 for a place and 8 Super Duper at 2.40 for a place. 2.10 photo, race 8 New Zealand. Race 9 New Zealand in 16, 5.20 Delightful, Tailorman 14, 11 for Zomp to $11 for 8 Aroa Star. Al Shamal 9.50, DiCaprio is a scratching. So we head over to number 9, which is Soroya, it's out as well. Strike Time 5.70, Torval 6.70, Love Proposal 9.50, 20 Streamline and 15 Our Trio at $36. And that's our Hastings race coming up in 15. Maserati, number 17, is at $7.80 for the 9th at New Zealand. We still stand by for those minor placings on the previous New Zealand. It's 2.10 and a photo between 1 and 8. In the meantime, let's head to Rosehill Gardens and join Terry Bailey and Ken Callender.
Second World Premier Racing. And Strike Time wrong-footed just after the start has got back to a clear last, and Tailorman will settle back as well. Zompe Tira Star have both begun quickly, and Delightful's right on the speed early, as to Maserati and Al Shamal. Our Trio goes forward next around Streamline, and on the inside is Torval, a little more than a length to Love Proposal. 2 lengths to Tailorman and 2 lengths to Strike Time is last of all, as they run over towards the 900 metres, and Tira Star getting away with a cheap lead, 3/4 of a length on Zomp, and Delightful's getting the nice run right behind the leader. The next Al Shamal out a little deeper with Maserati between runners, and going through on the inside of these then is Streamline as they turn down the side. They've got 700 metres to go. Back behind them our Trio, Love Proposal and Torval, Tailorman and Strike Time, 600 out. It's Aotearoa Star in front coming up to the home corner. Aotearoa Star comes to the 500 metres now from Zomp. Delightful right behind them with Maserati, Al Shamal and our Trio's running into the race. Streamline behind these as they turn. Zomp and Aotearoa Star. Delightful looking to get the run between them now, and out wide our Trio and Maserati joining them with pretty good runs, and Streamline's back in behind these runners. Our Trio, the bolters at the front now from Maserati and Delightful over on the inside as they race down, though it's an upset. Our Trio in front, and it'll win. Second Maserati, third Delightful. Tailorman boomed home the last little bit. Streamline behind them, Al Shamal, Zomp, Strike Time, Torval, Aotearoa Star and Love Proposal. The horse no one wanted today, number 15, our Trio, and Mark Hill's $52.20 and $11.80. Well, maybe he can perform the miracle in a week. He changed all the gear, and the horse changed its mind and raced away from Maserati, Delightful, Streamline. Look at the Black Booker, Tailorman. Watch him next time. But today, 51-1 shot in the 5th of the day, and our Trio will get the prize and get it pretty nicely. Clear cut, a little more than a length on Maserati and Delightful. The second and first favourites are the next two home here.
Just been with Chris and Colleen Wood a week and has turned this horse around.
All right, we'll leave it there. So 15, 17 and 1. Blow out the punters on that one. Now, Mowbray race 1, Kensal Rose 221.20, defeating Glitterati Affair $2.10 as we watch the closing stages of that race in New Zealand. Cat Be Nimble third.
Set for the running